When you get old, a whole lot of your conversation centers on your demise, or you're going to heaven. Mary and I talk about it a lot, and it doesn't sadden me a bit that that any day, something could happen, and we'd be going to go to glory, and that does not sadden my heart whatsoever, leaving this world. Whatever it takes. Come and sing for us, Mary. It kind of fits with what I'm going to speak to you about on Naaman the leper. 2 Kings chapter 5. That's where I'm going here.
I don't know why I'm so nervous tonight, but I am nervous. So pray for me. When Rich told me what he was going to speak on, this song came to my mind already, and it refers to people that may be running from something that God's telling you to do. And God's really put a burden upon my heart this past weekend, and it just will not leave. And it's not been there for about 3 years, and it has come back and with a vengeance, and I'm ready to go. So, but sometimes, we run from things, and we must be always willing to say whatever it takes, whether it's praying for a loved one. We did that with Howard, did that so faithful. Whatever it takes, Lord. If it's death, let it be death, but give him time to make things right with you. And he so graciously did so. And so pray for me as I attempt to sing this one. There's a voice calling me from an old rugged tree, and it whispers, draw closer to me. Leave this world far behind. There are new heights to climb, and a new place in me you will find. For whatever it takes to draw closer to you, Lord, that's what I'll be willing to do. For whatever it takes to be more like you, that's what I'll be willing to do. I'll trade sunshine for rain, comfort for pain. That's what I'll be willing to do. For whatever it takes for my will to pray, that's what I'll be willing to do. Take my houses, take my lands, change my dreams and my plans, for I'm placing my whole life in your hand. And if you call me someday to a land far away, Lord, I'll go and your will obey. For whatever it takes to draw closer to you, Lord, that's what I'll be willing to do. For whatever it takes to be more like you, that's what I'll be willing to do. I'll trade sunshine for rain,
2 Kings chapter 5. This is a great story here about Naaman the leper. We need to maybe get established what's going on here at this particular time. This is really early in Elisha's ministry as he takes over as the prophet of Israel. And boy, along about chapter 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, he just starts doing miracles after miracles. And there's some good ones in here, boy. The Shunammite woman that he brought her son back to life. That's a great story. You ought to read it. And then, of course, Naaman. And, of course, I'm going to center on Naaman's, this healing of Naaman, because it's very, I think, a profound statement. Matter of fact, Jesus spoke on Naaman's healing in Luke chapter 4 tonight. And we'll read a verse there and see what he's got to say. The children of Israel was not at war with Syria here, but I read a little ahead here in chapter 6, along about verse 8. Syria does go to war with them. And we'll whenever the Assyrian king wanted healing for Naaman, he wrote a letter to the king of Israel, and the king got all upset because, of course, he wasn't nothing he could do. He said, and so, but Israel, I don't know whether they were paying tribute. See, a lot of these, Israel done that over their tenure. An army would come and want to invade them, and they would bribe them. In other words, they'd pay tribute to them so they wouldn't come in and just literally just tear the country up. So I spoke about this healing. This event here is important. The position that Naaman held enhanced this miracle. Jesus, of course, spoke on it. And then the commentary that I read after at home, only one I have that I read after, it's a Wycliffe. And he made the statement that this particular miracle with Naaman God would use it for a lesson to the children of Israel, and showing how easily he could convert and heal the arch enemies of Israel. And God has it. He could do it very easily. And of course, Naaman's got some things he's got to learn here before he's going to receive this healing.